Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In the today's video, we are going to continue our CRUD application tutorial series, and as you can see, into the last tutorial we have created the add employee logic. That is, we have created this form as you can see in front of you, and by making use of that, the data is going to be inserted into the database. As you can see in front of you, the MySQL database, but you can see that data is not reflected to the home page. That is, as you can see into our table which we have created. So we have to be reflect that data to our table. So for that purpose, let me close this all, and let me go to the index.jsp page, which is, you can see that here, which is the home page of our website that we are creating. And here you can see that the table structure we have created, and into the table structure we have to be add the dynamic data from the database. So for that purpose, I am going to write a Java code, as you can see here. So now I am for first of all, let me get the connection con equal to, as you can see, I have to got the connection because we are interacting to the database. Connection provider dot get connection method, by making use of that we got the connection. And here you can see that now I am going to create the query to fetch out all the data from the database table. Let me create that. Select star from our table name is employees, and here you can see that now I am going to create the statement for our query. Statement stmt equal to connection dot create statement. I have created the statement for our query, and you can see that now I am going to execute that query, and the result of that query is going to be stored into the result set. So that I am going to write like that, result set res and statement dot execute query. So whatever the result of that query, that I am going to store into the result set, and by making use of that result set, I am going to fetch all the record from the database. I can got the all record from the database. So here you can see that I am going to add that dynamic data, that you can see here you can see that I have got the result set, and into the table row, as you can see, I am going to write something like you can see that while result set, that is res result set dot next. By making use of the next method, we are going to fetch out the result set, as you can see, until we got the values into the result set, we have to fetch out that data. So here you can see that instead of that dummy data, I am going to fetch out the data from that result set. So how do I, as you can see here, I have to just got that data from the database result set, that is res dot get string, which is the first data, that is which is the first value of the table, as you can see, and the table name into the database, which is emp name. Here you can see that here column name you have to write into the result set dot get string, and the column name you have to write that column name is of the database column name, as you can see. So from the result set, I am fetching all the record from the database. So here you can see that into the similar way I have added for our you can see that another data also. So now when I run this program, let me see, as you can see, the data is going to be fetched here. Here you can see that all the data is going to fetch, but here you can see that there is a data is going to be fetch in front, second data is going to be fetch in front. So for that purpose, let me cut that code, that is while rs dot next, that code I have to let me, or suppose yes, here table row, you can see that table row problem is that, as you can see, now you can see that the data is going to be displayed. Whatever the data that we have added, that is going to be displayed into this table by making use of the result set. By making use of, you can see that we have just added small data, and it will be okay. So now let me log into the system, let me add the employee another data. Suppose let me add here, you can see that the data is going to be added, and when I click on save button, as you can see it saves the data saved successfully. But you can see that after adding the data we have to be navigate to index page, and so that we can see the data whatever got added. So for that purpose let I have to change some code that you can see. So let me go to the servlet, as you can see that we have created, which is the add employee servlet. And into that code you can see that we have to go here. You can see that where we have called that method save employee, and here we have printed that data saved successfully. So here let me create the you can see that as we have created the entity, let me create the message entity object. First of all let me create the session. To the session I am going to passing the value, so that retrieve session, and here you can see the session dot set attribute, session name, suppose it is a message. So and the message value, as you can see that message value should be, you can see that the object of message entity that we have created. So let me create the message object, that is message m equal to new message. I am going to write, and here I have to write that data, as you can see data saved successfully, that I have to write here. So and this is the success message, as you can see. So I am going to write like this, as you can see, and I have to go to the redirect. I have to go redirect to index.jsp page, which is our home page, so that we can see the data added. So I'm going to write the response dot send redirect to the index.jsp page. I have to go, and that's it. You can see that we have created the code, and you can see that now here onto the index page, as you can see I am going to accept the session value, that is as we have passed, as you can see, as we have passed that message box message value to the session. So into the similar way as we have created in the previous videos, I have shown you that. So let me add one employee, add the data. Suppose let me you can see that I have added the data, and when I click on save button, you can see that yes, it says that the data saved successfully, and it is navigated to index.jsp page, as you can see, and data is also get reflected, and we got a message also that data is going to be inserted successfully. So here you can see that here in this way you can fetch out the data from the database. So that's the only small thing that we have to create in today's tutorial. So let's meet into the next video, and into the next video we will be creating something more interesting like this. So thank you so much guys.